Hey everyone, and welcome back to this channel. Today we're diving deep into a condition that affects millions around the world, diabetes. We'll break down the science behind it, go through the symptoms, and talk about the different types of diabetes. So, let's get started. So, what exactly is diabetes? In simple terms, it's a condition where your blood sugar, also known as glucose, is too high. Glucose is like fuel for your body's cells, and it comes from the food you eat. To use that glucose for energy, your body needs a little help from a hormone called insulin. Think of insulin as the key that unlocks the doors of your cells, allowing glucose to enter. In diabetes, either your body doesn't produce enough insulin, or your cells become resistant to it. This means glucose can't get into your cells as easily, leading to a buildup of sugar in your bloodstream. Diabetes can be sneaky, especially in its early stages. Sometimes it doesn't cause any noticeable symptoms at all. But when symptoms do appear, they often include increased thirst, frequent urination, unexplained weight loss, increased hunger, blurred vision, slow-healing sores, and frequent infections. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's crucial to consult your doctor for proper diagnosis and treatment. Early detection and management are key to preventing complications. The frequent urination happens because your body is trying to get rid of the excess sugar in your blood. The increased thirst is your body's way of trying to replenish those lost fluids. Let's talk more about insulin, because it's at the heart of what goes wrong in diabetes. Insulin is a hormone produced by your pancreas, a small organ near your stomach. Its main job is to regulate your blood sugar levels. Think of your bloodstream as a highway and glucose as the cars traveling on that highway. Insulin acts like traffic signals, directing those cars, glucose, off the highway and into your cells where they can be used for energy. In type 1 diabetes, your body's immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the cells in your pancreas that produce insulin. In type 2 diabetes, your body either doesn't produce enough insulin or your cells become resistant to its effects. Now, let's get a little more technical and talk about diabetes in the context of genetic polymorphism. This is a fascinating area of study that delves into how our genes can influence the likelihood of developing diabetes. Polymorphism means many forms, and in genetics it refers to the fact that genes can exist in multiple versions, or alleles. These variations can have significant implications for our health. You inherit one set of genes from your mother and one set from your father. This combination of genes determines many aspects of your health, including your risk for certain diseases. Sometimes these genes can have slight variations, which is what we call alleles. These alleles can be common or rare, and they can affect how your body functions in various ways. When it comes to diabetes, research has shown that there are multiple genes involved, and each of these genes can have different alleles. These genetic differences can influence how your body processes sugar and insulin. Some of these alleles may increase your risk of developing diabetes, while others may have a protective effect. Understanding these genetic factors can help in developing personalized treatment plans. Having a gene variant associated with diabetes doesn't mean you're destined to develop the condition. It simply means you may have a higher or lower risk, depending on the specific alleles you carry. Lifestyle factors such as diet and exercise also play a significant role. By maintaining a healthy lifestyle, you can significantly reduce your risk of developing diabetes, even if you have genetic predispositions. We've mainly been talking about type 1 and type 2 diabetes, but it's important to know that there are other types as well. The most common types of diabetes are diabetes insipidus, diabetes mellitus, and gestational diabetes. Diabetes insipidus is a rare condition that's completely different from diabetes mellitus, even though they share a similar name. It's caused by problems with a hormone called vasopressin, which regulates fluid balance in your body. Diabetes mellitus is the more common type and is characterized by high blood sugar levels. Gestational diabetes develops during pregnancy and usually goes away after delivery. However, it increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes later in life for both the mother and the child. Let's take a closer look at diabetes insipidus, as it's often confused with diabetes mellitus. Diabetes insipidus is a rare disorder that occurs when your kidneys are unable to conserve water. This can happen due to a lack of vasopressin, a hormone produced in the brain that signals your kidneys to reabsorb water back into your bloodstream. Without enough vasopressin, your body excretes large amounts of diluted urine, leading to excessive thirst and dehydration. This can be caused by damage to the pituitary gland, which produces vasopressin, or by a problem with the kidneys themselves. Symptoms of diabetes insipidus include excessive thirst, frequent urination, and bedwetting in children. Treatment for diabetes insipidus typically involves managing fluid intake and, in some cases, medications to replace or mimic the effects of vasopressin. Now let's shift our focus back to diabetes mellitus. The term mellitus means honey sweet in Latin, and it refers to the presence of glucose in the urine of individuals with this condition. In the past, doctors would actually taste the urine of their patients to check for sweetness, as a way to diagnose diabetes. Thankfully, we have much more sophisticated methods today. But why does glucose end up in the urine in the first place? When the blood sugar levels exceed a certain threshold, the kidneys can't keep up. As a result, excess glucose spills over into the urine, taking water with it. The presence of glucose in the urine is medically known as glucosuria. It's a key indicator of diabetes mellitus, although it can also occur in other, less common conditions. Normally, your kidneys reabsorb glucose from the blood back into your bloodstream, but when blood sugar levels are consistently high, the kidneys can't keep up with the demand. Think of it like this. Imagine your kidneys are like a sieve, and glucose molecules are like grains of sand. A small amount of sand can easily pass through the sieve. But if you keep pouring more and more sand onto the sieve, eventually it will start to overflow. As we discussed earlier, diabetes mellitus can be further categorized into different types, with type 1 and type 2 being the most common. These two types account for the majority of diabetes cases worldwide and have distinct characteristics and management strategies. Understanding the differences between these types is crucial for proper management and treatment. Each type requires a unique approach to care and lifestyle adjustments. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease in which your body's immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the insulin-producing beta cells in your pancreas. This destruction leads to a complete lack of insulin production. This means your body can no longer produce insulin on its own, necessitating lifelong insulin therapy to manage blood sugar levels effectively. Type 2 diabetes, on the other hand, is characterized by insulin resistance, meaning your cells don't respond to insulin as well as they should. This resistance often leads to elevated blood sugar levels. Over time, your pancreas may also lose the ability to produce enough insulin, further complicating the management of type 2 diabetes. Other, less common types of diabetes mellitus include MODY, LADA, and pancreatitis-induced diabetes. These types are rarer and often require specialized care and attention. Each type of diabetes mellitus requires a tailored approach to management. This includes personalized medication plans, dietary adjustments, and regular monitoring of blood sugar levels. It's essential to work closely with your healthcare provider to determine the best course of treatment for you. Regular consultations and checkups can help in adjusting your management plan as needed. Now that we've covered the different types of diabetes mellitus, let's delve deeper into the various treatment options available for managing this condition effectively. The primary goal of diabetes management is to keep blood sugar levels within a healthy range to prevent complications. This involves regular monitoring of blood glucose levels using tools like glucose meters and continuous glucose monitors. For individuals with type 1 diabetes, insulin therapy is essential. This therapy helps to replace the insulin that their bodies are unable to produce. Since their bodies can't produce insulin on their own, they need to receive it from an external source, either through injections or an insulin pump. These methods ensure that their blood sugar levels remain stable. Type 2 diabetes management typically involves a combination of lifestyle modifications and medications. These changes are crucial in controlling blood sugar levels and preventing long-term complications. Lifestyle changes include adopting a healthy diet, engaging in regular physical activity, and maintaining a healthy weight. These habits can significantly improve blood sugar control and overall health. Medications for type 2 diabetes work in various ways, such as improving insulin sensitivity, increasing insulin production, and slowing down glucose absorption. These medications are tailored to meet the specific needs of each individual. It's important to note that the specific treatment plan for diabetes will vary depending on the individual. Factors such as age, overall health, and the presence of other medical conditions play a significant role in determining the best approach. Always consult with your healthcare provider to determine the best course of treatment for you. They can provide personalized advice and adjust your treatment plan as needed. Managing diabetes effectively requires a comprehensive approach. This includes regular checkups, ongoing education, and support from a multidisciplinary team of healthcare professionals. That was a lot of information about diabetes, but I hope you found it helpful. If you have any concerns about your risk for diabetes or any other health condition, please reach out to your healthcare provider. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.